I'm going to be making an unoccupied bed, and I'm going to make it a closed bed. The first thing that you're going to need to do is to wash your hands, and then you're going to gather the materials that you need to do this in the order that they're going to be put on the bed. The first thing you'll need to get from the clean linen is a fitted sheet. You'll need a draw sheet, an absorbent pad. You're going to need a flat sheet. You're going to need a comforter or bedspread, and you will need to get pillowcases. You're going to carry them to the room, and you're going to not touch your clothes with them. And when you get to the table, you will turn them over so that the fitted sheet is on the top. Then you're going to begin to make your bed. Again, I want to wash my hands, and I'm going to apply gloves to remove the dirty linens. Next, I'm going to raise the bed to a good working height. As a CNA, you're going to be making a lot of beds, and sometimes at multiple times. So you want to get this bed to a good working height so you don't hurt your back. The first thing I want to do is take out my pillowcases and just lay them on top of the mattress. And you can lay the pillowcases on the bedside table. Then you want to remove the fitted sheet and fold it in on the dirty linens to where everything's going to be encompassed in this fitted sheet. Reach across here. And then you'll take the dirty linens and just roll it up, and you will put it into the dirty linen hamper and send it to laundry. You can now remove your gloves and wash your hands again. At this point, if it's your job to clean the mattress, you will do so, or if housekeeping does it, you will allow them to do so. Once the mattress is clean and dry, you are now ready to make this bed. And you're going to start with your fitted sheet. So I'm going to open up the fitted sheet, and you want to make sure that the seams are on the inside, touching the mattress. I'm going to put this on. Find the, there it is. You're going to go up and do this side the same way. Making sure that you have the seams facing the correct way. You want the seams away from your resident. You do not want those seams to touch their skin, because this can cause pressure ulcers if you're not really careful. You will make everything from one side of the bed. So you're going to get that like that, making sure your wrinkles are away. You can tuck any extra that you might have underneath the mattress if need be. The next thing you're going to do is apply the draw sheet. The draw sheet needs to be folded in half, just like this, and you want to make sure that the seams are on the inside, away from the resident. You want to make sure that the fold is against the resident's back. That way the smooth part is there, and you want the selvages to be at their knees. You're going to take this and you're going to fan fold it halfway and just kind of put it underneath the fitted sheet, just like that. Smooth out the wrinkles. And next you're going to grab your absorbent pad, and you're going to lay it approximately where the buttocks of the resident will be. You're going to roll this under like this and put it underneath the draw sheet and the fitted sheet, just like that, making sure everything stays smooth. Then you're going to take your flat sheet and you're going to open it up, and you're going to make sure that the tag is at the bottom of the bed, which it is. And you're going to make sure this part, the top, is not too far up because we don't want the sheet to cover the resident's head. So we'll bring it down just a few inches. The one thing that you really need to remember is the sheet needs to go on upside down. The reason for this are the seams, and the seams, when this is on upside down, are not touching your resident, therefore not causing pressure ulcers. You're going to tuck the extra underneath everything else, just like that, making sure that all the wrinkles are out, everything is as smooth as you can get it. Next, we're going to put on the comforter. Again, making sure the tag is at the bottom of the bed. And again, you want the comforter just about 2 or 3 inches below the top of the flat sheet. And the comforter needs to be pretty side up. The seams of the comforter aren't going to touch your resident if they're also covered with the sheet, so that protects them. And the room needs to look pretty for them. This is their home, and we want them to have a nice looking room. You're going to make sure everything is smooth, your seams are straight. And now I'm ready to go to the other side. I am going to start with the fitted sheet, and I'm going to wrap it around the mattress just as you would any fitted sheet. And when I do this, it's going to pull any wrinkles in it nice and tight, and you can tuck the excess in also. The next thing I'm going to do is pull the draw sheet out, smoothing out any wrinkles. Pull the absorbent pad out, smoothing out any wrinkles. Pull the flat sheet out, smoothing out any wrinkles. And last but not least, the comforter, smoothing out any wrinkles. Everything should look nice. And I'm going to take and make a cuff at the top of the bed with the flat sheet and the comforter to make it look nice. I'm going to start by making my corners. You're going to face what you are lifting straight on. Reach down, bend at the knees, not with your back, and you're going to sweep everything under as far as you can reach and let it fall. Pull out what's on the side. If you hold it touching the sides of your waist, you can drop the foot of the bed, put that hand on the edge of the bed and fold it on top. Make a nice tight triangle and reach down and tuck. And lower it carefully, and you have a very nice made corner. Come up here, tug to make sure everything is good. And now I'm going to come back to the other side so you can see what the corner is supposed to look like. All right, I'm going to face what I am lifting. Lift up the mattress, reach under, and sweep everything nice and tight. Hold it, and you don't have to hold the sheet. All you have to do is hold the comforter. Waist even. Drop the foot of the bed. Fold it over to make that nice tight triangle. Tuck what's under and lay it down carefully, and there is a nice hospital corner. Come up here, tug to make it nice and snug. Last but not least, we need to add the pillowcases. So I'm going to take a pillow and I'm going to grab the pillowcases. The first pillowcase that I'm going to put on, there is special ways to do it. Any way you want, is as long as you do not fluff it and you do not hold the pillow with your chin, is fine. I like to gather it. You want to make sure the tag of the pillow is inside the case. And get this on here nice and straight. And again, we don't shake it. We don't want to have the germs move around the room. It's in the case nicely. You want to ask yourself, where is the door? Your pillowcase needs to be away from your door. My door is behind me, so I'm going to put my pillowcase this way, away from my door, and just kind of make it nice and straight. The next pillowcase that I have is a decorative pillowcase, and it goes on a little differently, but again, we want to make sure that we're not shaking anything and throwing germs around the room. So I'm going to tuck this in here, just like this. There is no opening for this pillowcase, so I don't have to worry about the door. And then I will put that on top as decoration. The last thing that I need to do is put this bed back into low position. If you don't do that, your resident may try to climb in bed and it could cause a fall. So we always want to make sure that the bed is in low position for them. You'll leave the call light where they can get to it, and that is how you make an unoccupied bed.